Is Bitcoin ready to explode in 2018? Checking out the chart in this video, so stay tuned. What's going on, guys? My name's Patrick. If you're new to this channel, I talk about cryptocurrencies, I talk about stocks, day trading, all that fun stuff. So hit that subscribe button right now. If you're a long-time subscriber or a new subscriber, thanks a lot for subscribing and all that fun stuff. So today I want to talk about Bitcoin. I've been talking a lot about Litecoin, but I have this mixed feeling because I feel like when it really comes down to it, at the end of the day, these coins are really just all kind of moving together right now. So Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, actually Ethereum has been going crazy, but Bitcoin and Litecoin are very similar. Their charts are almost exactly the same. And I wanted to kind of break down the Bitcoin chart here and talk about why I'm bullish on Bitcoin right now and why I think Bitcoin could possibly explode to all-time highs or higher pretty soon here. So if you look here at the chart, this is the daily chart on CoinBase Bitcoin versus the dollar. And obviously, we had that high back there. The high on this candle was the all-time high there at we'll call it $20,000 area. So we had this huge run at the end of 2017, end of December, beginning of December really. And then we sold off. We had a bunch of news. The whole Bitcoin Cash thing happened right here. On this candle, you can see we dipped down there to the $10,000 area, but we're finding some support. So over the weekend, before the end of the year there, we were really talking about how we were kind of watching this area right here. This 12,600 area was a key area to watch because, it's kind of a support area in the sense that we came down here a couple times and then we dipped down here and we kind of defended that area. So that 12,600 area has been defended. That's support right now. But now, obviously we're going to be running back into that resistance area that we previously had. So if you look here on the chart, this 16,500 area is going to be obvious resistance. We got over 15,000 today, which is a big move. We had trouble before getting over 15,000 and now we're back above 15,000. I think right now we're actually at 14,800, but we broke over 15,000 a day. The volume still isn't really there compared to the move at the beginning of December, end of November. You can see the volume really spiking up there big. And ever since then, the volume's been kind of tapering off. So obviously we had this big sell-off there. We had a lot of, selling pressure there. I mean, it's kind of a nasty sell-off from $20,000 down there to $10,000. Huge drop there. For the people who bought there, the $19,000 area, I feel bad for them, but at the same time, they're going to be okay in the long term. But right now, obviously, this is, up and down all around. And you can see, like I said, this is the daily chart. If we zoom in here a little bit closer, it gives a little bit better, look at the hourly, get a better idea of what's going on with the trend. So like I said, this 12,600 area was a key area to watch. Really that 12,600, that whole entire area. So really, if you look at this last drop, we dropped down to 10,400, 10,400. That was really just because of the madness that was happening with the Coinbase. This is actually the Coinbase chart. And not all the exchanges dipped that low, but Coinbase did dip that low. So you can see, overall, we did kind of close the bottom of these hourly candles there in that 12,000 area. And then we made that move off of that 12,600 area back up there to 16,000. And we had a nice little rally back. We pulled back again and we didn't dip that far down. And then the last couple of days of 2017, we pulled back from that $16,000 area back down there to 12,600 and we found some support. So that 12,600 area, key area to watch. So I was talking about on Twitter, talking about overall kind of that key area to watch here. And right now we're back at some resistance. We got that 15,000 resistance there, 15,000 resistance we're keeping an eye on. So you can see that previous resistance there. That's one of the issues when you do have these big sell-offs. So when you have these big sell-offs, you're going to come back and it's got to come back and it's got to fight resistance. So on this last big run to all-time high, we had a pullback and then we really didn't have a ton of resistance. We had a couple of resistance, but it wasn't like a huge amount of resistance. Really, it was only like a day or so, a day or 2 or 3 days, 2 or 3 days of resistance. And then we kind of got through that and then boom, we exploded back up there to all-time highs. And you can see, now we got a lot of resistance. So we pulled back, we kind of bounced in this 16 area, this $14,000 to $16,000 area. So we have resistance building up there. We have people who jumped in at that area, thought they were going to buy the dip. They ended up getting screwed. And now they're like, hey, I'm going to take profit if I break even here, or I'm going to take a small amount of profit and then I'll wait for it to dip lower. So that's kind of the psychological effect of having that resistance there. I am no technical analysis expert by any means, but when it comes down to it, I'm thinking about the mentality of it. So if I would have gotten here at the $15,000 area and Bitcoin dips all the way down there to 12,000 and then we get back to 15,000, I'm probably thinking, you know, most people are going to be like, I just want to take profit. I want to get out of this. I'm over it. I don't want to be a part of this anymore. So we have that issue. And then what happens is those same buyers are the people who are going to be chasing it when it gets back to 20,000. So you can see Bitcoin holding right now at the $15,000 area. I think 14,900 looks like right now. So we're right around that $15,000 area. A key area to watch here is going to be this 16,400. And really that $16,000 in general, that area, but really that 16,400, because you can see we get above 16,400 and then we can start making those moves higher. Really, that was when we turned down big there on that 16,400 area. So that's kind of the key area to watch. Like I said, this 12,600 area is kind of like, it has to hold. This is like, you know, Hodor has to hold that line there, because I think if we break below 12,600, we could really start crashing back down here. If we get below 12,600, we might see $9,000, $8,000 area, because you can see that previous support there at the $8,000 area. That would be kind of like, oh, yeah, you know, the end of the world here. Bitcoin back to $8,000 area. So you can see kind of that gap from this support to this support. You know, really we didn't have much consolidating in that area. We were just going up, 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 up. And then, you know, we got all the way up here to all-time highs. This was insane those days. I remember this day when it went from like 13,000 to 20,000. I recorded it live. It was insane. Bitcoin making some monster moves there. But really, we're going to be watching this $12,000 area. If we can't get moving, if we can't get this trend higher, if we can't start trending higher, then we're going to have problems here. And we really need to start, you know, moving up here, moving up. So I'm going to be keeping a close eye on Bitcoin right now. I've been trading Bitcoin, Litecoin the last couple of days. But I'm keeping a close eye. See if we can get some buy-in here. See if we can get the volume spiking back. And I'm going to be watching that $16,000 area closely, because I think if we get above 16,000, we'll have no problem really just starting to ramp up. And that's going to incite buy. That's going to get buyers happy again. It's going to get people kind of like, oh, Bitcoin's up, Bitcoin's up. You know, that mental game of people trying to chase this. If we get back above 16,000, I think we'll get a nice little move there, possibly up there to that all-time high. So you can see today from 13,800, we jumped all the way up there to 15,300. So big move there on Bitcoin today. I mean, really, it's not that big of a move in terms of what Bitcoin has done in the past, but overall, this is pretty bullish looking right now. We're getting a spike in volume. We're getting some volume there around 1 p.m. today. You can see breaking out over these tops of that $14,000 area. That $14,000 area was resistance there. So we broke out above that. We're above that 14,000 now, up to that $15,000 area. We're going to see if we can find some more buyers to support that $15,000 area. And really, that's the goal right now. So Bitcoin at a very pivotal area. If we can't hold this $15,000 area, I think we're going to move back down to 13. If we can't hold that $13,000 area, obviously that $12,000 area is a key area to watch. And then for really, you know, if I'm looking to go long here, would I be looking to buy the dip or would I be looking to buy the rip? There's two ways to play this. You can play it above that $16,000 area. You can play it like, okay, I'm looking for this to get above that $16,000 area, looking for that move higher from there, or I'm going to wait and try to buy the dip if it dips down to that $12,000 area. Because right now, if you're buying in this area, if you're buying in 15,000, you got two ways. You got this resistance here, which might end up taking you out there, or you got this support down there. So you're right in the middle, and I don't really want to buy right in the middle. I want to either buy once we can show that we have the strength to get above that $16,000 area, or I want to buy if we have, you know, a nice bounce off that $12,000 area. So right in the middle right now, Bitcoin in the middle of a very key area to keep an eye on. Litecoin, Bitcoin, very similar charts, but I think overall, if Bitcoin starts to move, it really starts to explode, it really starts to go crazy, I think Bitcoin long-term will start to move faster because people in the media will talk about it more. People overall will just be like, oh, Bitcoin's going crazy, where Litecoin isn't as mainstream just yet. But really, overall, Bitcoin is kind of that crazy thing that people are like, everyone's talking about it. And there's a good idea that, you know, when this thing does start moving again, if it does start making 20, 30% gains in one day, it's going to get buyers, you know, kind of getting that FOMO again that want to buy in there. And that's kind of what I'm seeing right now. That's what I'm thinking we're going to see here with Bitcoin. So we either are going to get that move up above that $16,000 area and then get more buyers hyped on Bitcoin, or we're going to pull back, bounce off that $12,000 area again. If we can't bounce off 12,000, we could easily see, you know, $10,000, $9,000, $8,000 area. So key area to watch right now. If you're long Bitcoin, be careful of the $16,000 area. If you're looking for an entry, like I said, you just keep an eye on it. You know, if it seems like it's just going crazy, it wants to go high, I wouldn't want to buy right near 16,000 because that could be a resistance that kicks it back down. And I don't really want to buy right here in the middle. I'm going to be looking for some opportunities here. I want to maybe see a nice, flash crash that I can look to go long on, or I'll be looking for that strength above $16,000 area. So that's my game plan. Do your own research, look into it. If you guys have any comments or opinions that you want to add to this, leave a comment below. If you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I'll talk to you later.